War Trash, penned by Ha Jin in 2004, stands as a profound historical narrative delving into the plight of Chinese soldiers held captive in American POW camps during the Korean War. Garnering the prestigious PEN/Faulkner Award, this novel received widespread acclaim for its nuanced portrayal of the prisoners' experiences. Notably, it earned a Pulitzer Prize nomination in 2005, solidifying its place as one of Jin's most intricate and successful works. Ha Jin, born Jin Shuefei, is renowned for his multifaceted talent as a short story writer, English professor, poet, and novelist. Writing predominantly in English about China, he navigates political landscapes with finesse. His adeptness at crafting historically accurate settings alongside imaginative narratives is a hallmark of his literary prowess. Set amidst the political turmoil of 1951 during the Korean War, War Trash unveils a landscape fraught with division and uncertainty, mirroring the impending Cultural Revolution under Chairman Mao's rule. The protagonist, Yu Yuan, finds himself reluctantly serving as a clerical officer in Mao's People's Volunteer Army, grappling with his disdain for communism while acknowledging its prevailing dominance. Yuan's past as a cadet at the Huangpu Military Academy under nationalist rule adds depth to his character, showcasing his conflicting loyalties and desires. Despite his allegiance to the nationalists, political pressures compel him to support North Korea's war efforts against the South, backed by China. Assigned to the 180th Division due to his proficiency in English, Yuan grapples with homesickness and yearning for his loved ones, particularly his mother and fiancé, Tao Julan, as he navigates the complexities of war and ideology. With uncertainty looming over his return, Yuan harbors little hope that Tao will remain faithful, knowing the prolonged absence may lead her into another's arms. His mother, fretting over the dangers of the war zone in Korea, fears she may never see him again. As fate would have it, during a crossing into South Korean-occupied territory, Yuan and his comrades fall victim to a devastating ambush by South Korean and UN forces. Amidst the chaos, Yuan's ability to communicate in English makes him a valuable hostage, landing him in a POW camp where survival seems bleak. Stranded amidst conflicting loyalties within the camp, Yuan wrestles with the fear of openly expressing his desire to return to the nationalist side. His greatest concern becomes maintaining a facade of neutrality, aware of the dire consequences should he openly align with either faction. When eventually compelled to declare his allegiance, Yuan reluctantly sides with communism, recognizing the potential consequences of betraying his captors. Acting as a liaison between the camp leaders and their Chinese counterparts, Yuan grapples with the realization that the longer he remains isolated, the more distant his chances of returning home become. Despite his initial allegiance, Yuan's conscience compels him to reassess his loyalties, ultimately opting to side once more with the nationalists. Aware of the dishonor associated with his capture and the government's distrust of POWs, Yuan faces the daunting task of reclaiming his identity amidst the chaos of war and political upheaval. Admitted to a camp on Koj Island, Yuan faces animosity from fellow POWs due to his initial allegiance to communism. However, Yuan remains indifferent to making allies, his sole desire being a return home. As the UN and North Koreans ink a peace treaty, Yuan's concerns shift from the war's aftermath to the potential backlash from his own people upon his return. With the Korean War's conclusion, Yuan confronts a pivotal choice: either seek asylum in a neutral territory, severing ties with China and Korea, or navigate the ideological divide between communism and nationalism. Despite warnings from friends about the repercussions for his family, Yuan resolves to return to China, bracing himself for whatever consequences lie ahead. Upon his homecoming, Yuan is met with suspicion and ostracism by the communist regime due to his association with the nationalists during captivity. Struggling to secure employment and social acceptance, Yuan finds himself isolated, his actions deemed dishonorable by communist standards that prioritize martyrdom over imprisonment. Compounding his woes, Yuan receives the devastating news of his mother's passing, her final thoughts tarnished by his perceived shame. Tao, too, rejects him, viewing him as a national disgrace, leaving Yuan with no recourse but to retire from military service and embrace a new life as an educator. Despite the trials he faces, Yuan perseveres, eventually finding love and solace in a new family. Through his children, he realizes the dreams of education and freedom that once eluded him, a testament to his resilience in the face of adversity. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.